Hi guys, good to be back in front of the camera again, Kaylin again. Man, this is a bad camera angle because now you can totally see half of the apartment behind me and it is a disgusting mess. I am not a cleanly person in any way, shape, or form, and it's embarrassing as hell. But I'm putting it on the internet anyway. Okay, I don't have too much to say, and actually I have quite a lot of questions, and I don't want to waste a lot of time. So I'll just go ahead and get started and try to just knock each one of them out here. So let's get started right away. Shinakuma21 asks, so would you like to work out more, but Texas isn't the best place to do it? That's not the case, and I think somebody replied to you a little bit later after that. Texas is hot, and it's, like I mentioned in the last video, it's hard to, like, walk from one place to another. I would like to, you know, casually walk around from place to place and not have to worry about having to go out for a jog or something like that. Because I have to drive myself to work because I don't have a choice because my work is 20 minutes away via car and there's no good mass transportation system in the city. So, yeah. So I go to the arcade and I play DDR. I occasionally try to do workouts in the apartment. I've attempted to jog, but it's like jogging through sweat out there. It's like so humid, you can't even, unless you live in South Texas, you really can just barely imagine. It's just so humid. Nose Forsetti asked, what are your favorite movies of all time? And in a totally random question, who's your favorite ancient god or goddess? Favorite movies of all time. Everyone's not gonna believe me when I say this. Final Fantasy: The Spirits Within. There, I said it. No, it's not a Final Fantasy. No, it does not fit into the Final Fantasies. But you know what? I liked it because it's just your real generic sci-fi movie. And I thought it was good. And for a movie that came out almost 10 years ago, CG-wise, it's still better than a metric ton of the CG crap that's out there now. Compared to anything DreamWorks does, those... I hate DreamWorks pictures. I really, really do not like DreamWorks pictures. Also, Titan AE, one of my favorite animated features of all time, and nobody likes that one either. I love all the movies that nobody likes. And yes, you'll notice most of them are animated. And they're not actually anime. I actually like America's work a lot more than Japan sometimes. That's a topic for another day, though. What else we got here? Vegan Tree? Yeah, I'm gonna say that was Vegan Tree. Asks, are you in any crossovers? Yes. I'm assuming you're talking about the whole year 2 celebration thing for that guy with the glasses. Let's see. There's one with Linkara. I'm not gonna give any of this away, what they actually are, but I'll tell you, I'm in one with Linkara. I'm in, actually 2 with Linkara. One with Phalus and Cinema Snob. What else? One with Angry Joe, one with Benzai. Really, I just kind of show up. There were 2 crossovers that I had intended to do with 2 other people. I had intended to do a full-on crossover with Linkara. That fell through, and another one with Bennett the Sage, and that one just completely fell through also. So now I'm just in a bunch of cameos, and that's fine with me, whatever. There's always year 3, or whoever else wants to do crossovers between now and then. So, what do we got next? DanFan69 asks, if you do Yuwa Shock, will you or Benzai do the high voice? I decided to do the whole thing myself, so I'm doing both. Blue Gemini asks, are you also a Linkin Park fan? Just notice your Linkin Park poster there when you're showing off your Marvin the Martian poster. I was? I totally have not listened to Linkin Park's latest album, and that was like, what, a year, 2 years ago that they released it? I haven't paid attention to the music scene in like 3, 4 years, at least. So, I was at one point. And that was like in high school. And it's been a few years since then, and yeah, just the poster still kind of hangs there, just because I have it. Gomer21XDX asks, what are some things that a guy would do that would totally kill any initial attraction you'd have for him? Immediate catcalls. Yeah, that'd pretty much do it. That and telling me you hate me. I mean, it sounds kind of obvious, but I don't think I'd be interested in anybody who's just like, hey, MarzGurl, I can't stand you. Ha ha, good to meet you. Okay, well that kills that idea. Since this looks like a regular thing, he goes on to say, if one was to ask you for advice, would you feel comfortable giving it? I don't know. Is this going to turn into an advice show or something? I really don't know. I'd feel more comfortable giving advice to people I speak to regularly, but if it's like, oh my gosh, my boyfriend is being such a bitch, I don't know how to help you. I don't know how to help you. Depends what kind of advice you're talking about. Is it video advice? Is it, like, review advice? Okay, let's talk about that. But, day-to-day life advice? No, I don't think I can do that. DN Angel 2009 asks, I just thought of this, but can you show us all of your posters? I'm really intrigued. Alright, you guys want to go on a tour? Let's go. Alright, here we go. Metal Slug 3. Hi there, Light. Yeah, Bakugan. Okay, a friend gave me that. Oh, okay, I have no excuse for why I have Bakugan there. Trigun Wall Scroll. Marvin you saw the other day. There's Linkin Park. Screw Attack poster from the Screw Attack Gaming Convention last year. Let's get over here. Movie of Escaflowne. The Escaflowne movie poster. Poor thing is ripped here. The Escaflowne TV series. Wario Land Shake It. The Tokyo International Anime Fair 2008. I went this year, in 2010, to the Tokyo International Anime Fair, and they didn't have one of these full-size posters. I was really disappointed. Heroic Age? I don't even know why I have this on my wall. Like, I haven't even seen this series. It was just free, and I was like, hey, it's a poster, let me fill up my wall. Huh. Over here, well, Yu Yu Hakusho's immediately in front of the camera, so yeah, Yu Yu Hakusho. Blue Dragon, which the anime actually was really disappointing, but the game is really good. Play the game. A Yu-Gi-Oh poster there. That's kind of old. Move, autographed by the members of Move when they came to Kamikaze Con last year. These guys are awesome. A lot of energy. Speed Racer! What is this? Rescue Force. It's a Sentai series about, like specialty rescue teams that, like, rescue people from fires and earthquakes and stuff. It's really awesome. Voltron. Let's see. That's Andrew's Canada flag, because he's Canadian. Up here, this isn't a poster, but it's the marquee to a Double Dragon machine. That's pretty cool. A Penny Arcade poster. I think I might have missed something. Oh, here we go. Oh, that's not a poster, it's a calendar. Oh, it's not February anymore. What is wrong with me? It is not February. Oh my god. Okay. Chobits. Legend of Zelda, Phantom Hourglass, Sailor Moon, let's see. Oh hey, here's a marquee for the arcade Bad Dudes versus Dragon Ninja. Min May from Macross. Check that beauty out. Okay. Okay, now we're getting into my room. I don't think this is a good idea, but oh well. An autographed poster from Nobuo Uematsu when he did his Dear Friends musical concert. That's really cool. Another Trigon wall scroll. Another Chobits wall scroll. Yeah, I promise that I'm not into that sort of thing, but it's hanging there anyway. Final Final Fantasy X too. Yeah, it's an embarrassment of a game. I hang up a lot of things that I get for free. And some generic Japan posters from Kabuki Theater. I love Kabuki. Kabuki's so cool. Alright, let's go back. Oh god, I'm tired. Let's see if I can get the set back up properly. Oh, that'll do. Whatever. Now I'm lost. Thanks a lot, you guys. Okay, Koosman says, what movies, games, etc. are you looking forward to, and are you open to collaborating with others? Movies, games, etc. I don't know, the new Tron movie? The new Tron movie, like, doesn't even look like the old Tron, and so I don't know how to feel about that. Games-wise, I totally just got the game of my dream, which is Hokuto Musou, the Fist of the North Star Dynasty Warriors game. So now I don't have anything else I'm looking forward to for a while. Are you open to collaborating with others? Sure. Send me an idea. I'll look at it. I can't guarantee I'll say yes. I might not have time. But I'll totally look at it. I look at pretty much everything that people send me. Zonji, it's Rob, asks, did you spoon with Spoonie? If so, which spoon were you? Also, please introduce us to your cat. No, didn't spoon with Spoonie. You might find something else that's kind of similar on that same appeal level out of this Year 2 event. I'm not telling, though. Just wait and see. Introduce us to your cat. If Siren, that's my cat, if she shows up by the end of this, I'll go grab her. You'll see her eventually. I'll totally grab her, but not in the middle of these questions, I guess. Hiei YYH2, that's totally a reference to Yu Yu Hakusho, that's awesome, asks, I know this is a rather personal question, or maybe not, I'm not sure, blah blah blah, but in one of Linkara's Atop the Fourth Wall, previously on Collabs, recording Linkara, says, and no, MarzGurl, this time I'm breaking up with you! Were you and Linkara really an item, or was that just scripted for the video? It's an act! Okay, it's an act! I'm sorry, you're not the only person who's asked me that. No, it's an act. And lots of people pair us together in fan fiction and fan art and such, and no, that was all an act. Vash the Stampede 89 asks, do you play D&D? And if so, what kind of campaign and race do you play? I haven't personally played D&D in a while. Over next door, my next door neighbors / awesome friends over there, they always run campaigns. The last thing I played, I totally made myself a human knockoff of Gem, as in Gem and the Holograms, and she was a bard, and she could do dancing lights, and she could summon backup dancers. She was totally awesome. She was a great bard. I'd love to start another session, actually, sometime soon. Frisco Kid 2022 asks, what up, MarzGurl? I saw that you did a response to Spoonie's review to FF8, so I was wondering if you ever played one of the Silent Hill games, and if you have anything to say about it. Played a little. I admit, I haven't played much of Silent Hill myself. I really want to finish at least Silent Hill 2. Because that one was the one that I had started to enjoy the most, and everyone says it has one of the best atmospheres out of all the Silent Hill games. I really want to finish it. There was nothing wrong with it, I just didn't ever finish it. Lan Moore asks, how were you able to get your video that long? You have a partnership? I don't have a partnership, but I have a director's account. And the director's account will allow me to bypass the 10-minute limit. Scroll down, scroll buttons. Micronoid asks, Hi MarzGurl, what are your thoughts on Evangelion 1.0? I saw 1.1 and 2.0 at an anime film festival this year. I thought that they were good, but by the end of 2.0 I was thinking that it would have been much better if they rebuild the story across the series, rather than cram the story into 4 movies. This has always been the case with Evangelion, I think. I think you summed it up very well. To be honest, I've only seen the first of the 4 rehash movies, and I just thought that, well, if you're just gonna, like, remake the whole series, then just remake the whole series, because there's so much there, and you're trying to shove it all into this compact, like, hour-and-a-half space. It's kind of hard to get it all across. And now, granted, it's spanning 4 movies, but at the same time, I'd say, yeah, you may as well just, like, re-release the series, which they've done over and over again. So maybe this is just a new way to keep Evangelion fresh. It's fun to watch, but it's not the best adaptation of Evangelion there ever was. Seafarah1227, hi there Seafarah. I was wondering, are you going to embed these in the Togoa forums like Pa does for his question and answer bits? I think there's a thread in the forums where people are talking about these vlogs. I don't know if I'll embed them there. I mean, I imagine it wouldn't exactly be too difficult, but, meh, it's not on my to-do list. Super Neku asks, before when you were talking about not going anywhere outside of London, good, because my area in the UK is just awful in comparison to the rest of it. Anyway, I have a simple question. What was the first anime series you ever saw? See, you're asking series. You're not asking what the first anime was I saw. The first series? I guess the first series that I saw and knew was anime was Samurai Pizza Cats, I guess? Something around that generation. I saw other movies before that, but that's not the question. If somebody has that question, then by all means ask me later. I think I'm running out of either battery or hard drive space on this camera, so I gotta keep going. That Greek guy, 01, are you planning on going to A-Kon this year? Probably not, which would be really sad because I've gone for the last 6 years, but this is the first year that I have not pre-registered. It would be the first year that I would actually buy a badge there. Not to mention, the very next month I'm going to another convention in that same city 5 hours away from me, and then a few months after that I'm leaving the country for a week, so I don't really think I can afford that. Not this year. That's a real shame, I know. Mecha Renegade asks, by the way, when you go to London, are you going to film any of your trip? Of course! Why wouldn't I? That's a silly question. Yes, there will be lots of awesome footage. Which reminds me, I need to finish putting up all the Japan footage. That's coming. I swear that's coming. Death God Riku asks, are you familiar with the anime dubbing company known as 4Kids Television? If you saw my last anime news editorial, you'd know the answer to that is yes. If so, what do you think of their style of dubbing by turning Japanese anime that are supposed to be targeted toward teens and adults, such as Yu-Gi-Oh!, into the child-level shows instead of for their true targeted audience? Really sucks. You know, even when they get, like, Kirby, they got Hoshi no Kirby, and they screwed around with that, you know. Hoshi no Kirby, it's a kid's show, and yet they still managed to mess that up. I hate 4Kids. I don't think there's anyone who doesn't hate 4Kids. The only people who don't hate 4Kids are 4Kids. I think that's all I have to say about that. Eska15261, you are one of my favorite people that I've subscribed to, generally because you act and live life like a normal person that we can relate to. I have 2 questions. One, what happened to your third roommate, the one you called a fair-weather friend in your vlogs before going to Japan your first time? I'll go ahead and answer that. I've moved like 3 times in this city, and since then I've lost lots of roommates, down to just the one now, and the rest of them that I used to have are like next door. So there they are, they're over there. And 2, what happened to 2? There it is. Does that ring on your finger have any sentimental value, or is it something you wear because it's cool? It was given to me, but I rather like it because I kind of quit wearing earrings for a good long while. I don't really have a good reason to wear the earrings. And this is just like the only adornment that I have, the only like ornamentation that I have of any variety that I wear on a regular basis. So yeah, just real simple, kind of like it. Ianstall, I hope that's how you pronounce that. I just went through your YouTube videos and watched your From America to Japan vlog, and I wondered why you stopped doing it because it was really interesting to watch. I stopped because I was using mini DVDs. I was using a camera that took mini DVDs, and it ate them. It ate them a lot. I couldn't rip the footage hardly, and by the end of it, it just wasn't working anymore, and I didn't have anything left. I really wish I could have continued, but it was just totally impossible. Don't ever buy a mini DVD camcorder, and don't ever buy a mini DV camcorder. Go with something that has hard drive space, or something that has SD memory, something like that. Always go flash, digital, straight to digital medium, and not to tape or to DVD, something like that. Don't screw around with that crap. IG Commissaire Jake, as we all know, you are an anime fan. Wait, what? I don't know what I'm just reading. As we all know, you are an anime fan, and in anime there are many different types. Oh, I think I understand. Is there any one type, genre of anime you just do not like to watch or will not watch, and why? I don't like ecchi, and if you're not familiar with the term ecchi, it's like one step below hentai. It like is barely able to make it on TV, but it does. Lots of panty shots and boob jiggles and what have you. Otherwise, I'll try to watch pretty much anything. Snow Lady Forever asks, by the way, have you heard of Moomin? It's a book series which got tons of show adaptations, with 3 of them being anime series. Very unfortunately, none of them made them to the States, except the 90s version. It managed to air in Hawaii. The reason I'm bringing this up is that all of the adaptations are very loosely based on the books. Adaptation terrorist time, perhaps? Maybe. It's actually kind of interesting because as far as I understand, Moomin is Finnish? Yeah, Moomin is Finnish, and Japan loves Moomin. Really interesting. And I don't have a problem with Moomin, although it'd be really interesting to kind of analyze it. I just haven't read much or seen much of it. Let's see. Got just a couple questions left here. E123 Ultima asks, hi Mars, how have you been doing? In one of your A&Es, I think 2 volumes of Berserk are in your manga collection. Do you like Berserk? Also, ever since your Cool World review crossover with Linkara, people have been shipping you two and thinking you two are a couple. What do you think about that? Let's start with Berserk. Yeah, I love Berserk. Berserk is awesome. Totally awesome. It's like I described in one of those last A&Es about the kind of anime that I wish they'd continue to make. I wish it was more like Berserk. I wish I also had the rest of the manga series. Unfortunately, I don't, but I've read nearly all of it, and I've read to the end of it and seen the anime is just too cool. It's like up there with Fist of the North Star cool. And the whole shipping me together with Linkara, you know, I guess it was bound to happen. You do a crossover with somebody, and then the fanfiction community's like, oh my god, this is so hot, I gotta write about it and draw it. It's just bound to happen, and I'm not going to tell anybody to stop, but I'm not going to go out looking for it and reading it and what have you. The Otakun review did a video response to me. Yeah, sure, I'll be your rival. That's cool. I'm kind of lackluster about rivalry. I'm not a very good rival. I'm real. I totally wouldn't fight back, dude. I'm sorry. I'm not very good at that. You keep trying to pick a fight with me, though, and maybe I'll just be like, yeah, we're fighting. Whatever. Anyway, He asks, basically, how is Linkara in real life? I mean, is he a nice person? Because, I mean, he really intimidates me. He is in person. I think he responds the way he does in forums and stuff because he has this massive huge fan base, and they all ask him all kinds of questions, and I wonder if sometimes he gets really tired of a lot of things. But no, he cares about everybody, man. I mean, if you walk right up to him and you sit down and you start talking to him, he'll care, he'll listen, and he'll go around to like everybody in the room and make sure everybody's been paid attention to and is part of the group. No, he's cool, so I'm sorry if you got any other impression about him. 38 Fat Man asked me a couple questions. Says, I know that you're a fan of Marvin the Martian. There was a limited animation series for Duck Dodgers, and Marvin was in that, but he was actually a sidekick to the Mars Queen. What did you think about it? I liked it alright. I actually thought it was pretty funny. It was kind of like space sitcom, animated. Marvin could have used some more airtime, I think, but I actually really liked the Martian Queen Tyranny, and I've always wanted to cosplay as her, but she's like all black. Actually, I totally bought a full-body Zentai suit with just the eyes cut out, and I was planning on cosplaying as her at one point, but I never got around to finishing it. I'm so lame. He also asks, a lot of American films or animated series have been copying the anime style. Kim Possible is the closest Disney has come to anime, Teen Titans is close, some Nicktoons like Avatar is kind of anime. Which of these knockoffs do you like? Do you hate any of them? You know what? I think America should stick to their own animation style and not try to start borrowing. Now, I know that sounds really weird because actually anime borrowed from Disney to begin with, because Osamu Tezuka really loved Bambi's big eyes, and that's how we kind of got that to begin with. So it's just overdone. Anime style is just overdone, even for anime as far as I'm concerned, to be honest with you. But I do actually quite enjoy Avatar, because it's a series that is continuous and has its own continuous story. I kind of like that an American program has managed to do that, and not just stuck with, like, one-shot episodes. Actually, it was animated in Korea, whether you know that or not. But, I don't like... Oh, what's the name of that series about the 3 girls who are spies? Totally Spies! It's embarrassing. It takes place in the city I was born in, Oceanside, California. That series needs to just kind of curl up and die. I can't stand Totally Spies. That just needs to stop right away. What do you actually do for a job, and what prompts these trips you go on? I do work I work in a call center, and I do troubleshooting for home phone, TV, and internet. Pays pretty well. I get pretty good insurance. That combined with the videos that I make and post on Blip, that really helps me get around to places, and I also know people in other places, so I get a lot of help going from place to place. So a lot of time and assistance from other people, combined with me working basically 2 jobs, the videos and my real life job, get me from place to place, and so yeah, there you go. And finally, I got a private message from Metal Sonic 2000X who says, you don't have to answer this question on the air if you don't want to. I'm gonna do it anyway, I don't really care. Do you have a boyfriend? I'm surprised that question didn't come up any sooner. I will actually dodge the question and not be straightforward about it, and I will simply say I'm not looking. I'm not looking. Yeah, that's about it.